Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Taylor and today's video is very exciting. We're going to be doing something I actually have never done before, but I'm seeing a lot of people doing at the moment, and that is a 2023 vision board. So today is the 22nd of Feb, so I know I'm literally 2 months late to the game, but I thought better late than never. So I thought I would take you through on how I make my vision board, what's on my vision board, and then I'm thinking at the end of the year, we can revisit my vision board and see if there's anything that I've ticked off. So let's jump straight into the video. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start out by writing one big list. I'm gonna write down my 2023 goals, who I wanna be in 2023, what I wanna do in 2023, and what I wanna get in 2023. And then once I've written my big list, I'm then gonna separate those into categories, which I will share with you soon. And then from there, I will use keywords to type into Pinterest to find images that really align with my goals and my vision. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna pop away and I'm gonna write my list, and then I'll come back and share it with you and go from there. So I've just finished my list, as you would have seen from the time lapse before. So I've got it all written down, and I'm now going to type it all up on my laptop and write down the categories and move them around to where they fit. And then we get to move on to Pinterest, which is the exciting part. So guys, I'll run you through my 2023 vision board. I've got my laptop down here, so if I'm looking down, I'm just looking at my vision board. But I'll run you through my vision board, and I'll just pop it up on the screen so you can see what I'm meaning. But starting up in the top left corner, I've got a tattoo I'm potentially thinking about getting at some point. It is basically my hand and the foot of my dog called Geordie, which is my first dog I had. So that is a potential tattoo I'm thinking about, so I've popped that on there. I've then put in a quote, dream harder, work harder, and then around the quote I've got some images of both dream cars I'm looking at as well as just cars I'm looking at this stage. So my dream car would be a G-Wagon or a Jeep or like a Range Rover in either pink or black. So I've popped that on there, sort of manifesting that later on. And then at the moment, I'm looking at getting a car temporarily for around a year to 2 years. So I've popped on a Volkswagen Beetle and a Mini. Might not get those sort of cars, but that's just something. I like the look of those cars. So if I can find something that goes along those lines, I'd like that. Along the lines of the car, I've got just a key there. And then below that, I've got two images that are glamping. So I'd love to try new things this year, things I've never done before. So I thought it'd be a cool experience to do with my partner, go on a little glamping staycay. So yeah, that's there. And then in the bottom left-hand corner, I have a walking track. So I'd love to go on a few new walks this year, rather than going on the same walks that I always go on, being a bit adventurous and finding new walks to take my dogs on and go with my partner on. And then moving on, I've then got some images of travel. So I've got one with a whole lot of passports and some friends. So I'd love to go on another trip with my friends. The last one I went on was in 2018, so that was a very long time ago. So I feel like that is overdue. I then have two images of horses. So for my partner and I's 3-year anniversary, we went on a horse trek last week, and it was actually really, really fun. And we live around some horse riding schools. So potentially maybe that could be a new hobby I try out. I could go on a few lessons or even just do a few more horse treks this year, which would be cool. And then moving on, I also have a couple images, one of Gold Coast and one of Sydney. So ideally I would love to move at the end of this year to Australia. I would love to go there at some point in my life. So I've popped those on there. I then have a few images in relation to travel. So I've got some images on there for Europe, New York, and I wanted to put one on of Dubai, but I couldn't find room. So yeah, places I'd like to travel would be Europe, New York, and Dubai. So I have those images in there. I have another quote. And then moving to the right hand side of my vision board, I've got some images around the gym, so some body goals. So I'd love this year to gain a lot more muscle mass in the gym because I'm currently on a bulk. So I'm really trying to push hard in the gym and eat a lot more, hit my protein and carb goals. So I've popped that there. Also with that, I've got the wee booty pic down the bottom. I'd love to grow the glutes, so that's there. And then I've also got 2 images along the gym pics. The girl on the beach and then the girl with her hands up there. Those 2 images are primarily there because of their amazing boobs. So if you haven't noticed by now, I am a part of the itty bitty titty community. So I am turning 23 this year and I think there's no more growth left in them. So at some point I would love to get a boob job. I've always wanted one. So hopefully that is on the cards. So then moving on, I've also got in the very bottom right hand corner, I've got a girl at a hot yoga studio. So I'd love to try out some new forms of exercises this year, whether that be hot yoga, hot Pilates, or something else. That is something I've wanted to do. And then if we move to the top right corner, we've got some images of skincare and makeup. So I'd like to get a lot more into skincare and makeup because currently I basically just do a really gentle skin cleanser and a bit of makeup remover, and that's really it. And I don't know much about makeup, I don't own much makeup, but yeah, I want to advance my skills in both the skincare and makeup side of things. And then moving on to further to the left, I've got the Atomic Habits book. So I've just finished reading that book, but I would like to do a bit more reading this year, whether it be either physical or audiobook. I'd love to read a lot more self-help books. So I'm aiming to hopefully read at least one a month. So I've popped that there for that reason. I then have the Dior saddle bag in the black grain leather with the gold hardware and the thick strap. So that is my dream bag. So hoping one day I will be able to start saving towards that bag, even starting that this year. That would be awesome. And then I've also got to the below it a Chanel wallet. So I'd love to get a little small designer purchase maybe this year. Then to the left of that, we've got 2 cavoodle puppies. So Geordie has gone through her first heat cycle last year. So by the end of this year, she should be ready to have her first litter, which is very exciting. I've already got 2 cavoodles, 2 stud cavoodles ready to go. I've got a black one with a white chest, and then I've also got a red one. So I'm tossing up between those 2, but that might happen at the end of this year, which is very exciting. And then I've also got to the left of that, I've got some 2 images around journaling. So I would love to get more into journaling this year because when I do it, I do really love it. I feel like it really does help set your day up on a positive note. So I've popped that there. I then have an image of a camera. I've also got the YouTube logo and the Instagram logo. So this year I'd really like to work a lot harder on my social media accounts, in particular YouTube and Instagram. Just making sure I'm keeping up to date with content and pushing enough out there. So that is that. The very last one that I haven't covered is under the quote, "I'm doing it for me." I've got a wee little partner, like hand in hand. So that's just making sure, working on my relationship with my partner as well as my friends and with my parents, just making sure those stay strong. And yeah, that is my 2023 vision board. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Maybe we could revisit this at the end of the year and see if there's anything that I have worked on or have ticked off. So that would be really exciting to revisit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.